Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? Today marks a giant leap forward in the weeb community, weeb history, and of course in weeb science. Rem from ReZero, or in other words, Best Waifu, is officially coming to the real world onto your mobile phones with AR or augmented reality technology that makes her appear as if she was in the real world. Sounds gimmicky at first until you look a little deeper at just what it can do. The app itself is free and developed by Gugenka, who are the same people who did VR Rem from a video I did almost exactly a year back. But VR is messy, you have to set it up, you have to put a strap on your head, and you can only do it when you're home and alone. But with AR, you can have your fix of REM wherever, whenever you want, even in the public without looking ridiculous. And they're calling them holo models, short for I guess hologram models, with the slogan Life with AR Figure. So they're basically treating these as AR figurine models with a price of about 3,700 yen, which is around $35 US, which is also in the ballpark of actual Nendoroid figures if you're buying them in Japan. But why would anyone pay $35 for an in-app REM versus a real-life figurine? Now here's where it gets pretty cool for these AR figures. You can take them to real-world locations just as you can with real-life figurines, and they are fully modeled and animated to pose to the backgrounds of whatever the place is. And you can take photos of them or with them and have them pose in all sorts of ways. The user can also arrange their pose, facial expressions, and adjust the scaling to fit the picture better. So it's pretty customizable, and you know that with each software update, you're gonna get more out of your AR figure unlike figures you buy in real life. They also have a wide variety of facial expressions, although I don't know if they're programmed to respond to certain things they can recognize in the background. But from what it looks like so far from their other character, Shino no Memegu, they can even pose for pretty complicated things like playing piano on a real-life piano. So technically not saying you should, but now you can go on a trip anywhere, take a whole bunch of pictures with you and Rem visiting all these places, and make an entire album out of it. For now, the app uses Apple's ARKit technology, so it only works for iOS. So if you want to get started on a collection of these AR figures, it seems like you can only do it on an iPhone. The app is still pretty new as it was just released recently, so expect a lot of features to be added in the near future, especially if it takes off and people actually start buying the AR Rem figurine. Now from what I see from the explanation video on how it all works, is that once you purchase the figurine and have it on the app, there's no actual physical thing you have to direct the camera at to start it up. You simply tap the screen to bring up a virtual rack of tools, tap the figurine from your box of figurines to load it up, and drag her from the rack and she will load up as if she's an actual figurine on whatever surface your camera is pointed towards. So say your camera is pointed towards a table, Rem will pop up standing on the table and look like an actual figurine on your table. From there on, you can adjust her size, her different facial expressions, and not just with presets. You can actually adjust the type of smile, the type of eyes, adjust the way she's standing, the way she's using her arms, pretty much like an actual figurine, except she's in AR. Although AR might take a little longer to set up than an actual real-life figurine, the types of poses you can do in AR can definitely be way more complex and natural looking than, of course, a piece of plastic with limited joints. So, are you getting your money's worth? Maybe. But even if you wanted to throw your money at them right now, you can only do so if you're in Japan, as the app is restricted to Japan only. But from a business perspective, if these AR figurines do take off, it would be a huge boost to the anime industry, as they can widely be distributed to the entire world with almost no effort and physical overhead, and people can support their favorite anime by getting an AR figure to take pictures with. Now, obviously, these aren't made to replace real figurines, as there is nothing like having a real physical painted and sculpted figure standing on your desk or shelf. They're two completely different experiences and serve different purposes, and it's just cool to see a new type of toy, or can it even be called a toy at this point? But I guess it's just cool to see them trying to infuse the figurine experience with the latest technology and making something that people might actually want. Actually, I don't know if people actually want this yet, so maybe you guys can tell me if you would be down for one of these AR figurines to pose and take pictures of on your phone. And would you be down for your favorite anime characters to be made into AR figurines? As usual, I left a poll for you guys up there, and also let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to thumbs up before you leave, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications if you want to be updated with the latest that's going on in Japan. And I'll see you guys in the next one.